You got it, girl. You got it. Pretty little thing, got it back up. Okay, we're done. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking skincare, baby, on a budget. Oh yeah, today I'm going to be showing you guys body care, skincare, lip care, the whole thing on a budget. You will thank me later. If you struggle with dry skin, you are going to love this. Eat it up. Your skin's gonna be nourished. You're gonna be happy because it's on a budget. You already know. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And I'm going to jump into today's video right now. I decided to make a video because it is wintertime right now. Your skin is probably feeling a little bit dry and I have all the skincare hydrating tips for you. So if you struggle with dry lips, you're definitely gonna want to pay attention to what I'm about to say next. I really have been loving the Bioderma, like it's kind of like a lip chap, but in like a lip format, and like a lip gloss format, if that makes any sense. But it's really nice. It's kind of like a Vaseline format. Very hydrating. What I love about this is, what I really notice is you don't have to constantly reapply it. A lot of people will kind of like cheap out on chapstick and get like a Blissix or get something like a Dollarama. Like that's totally fine if it's in your budget, but what I find with those is that you have to constantly reapply it and then you just end up having to buy a new one because you've used so much of it. So with this, you definitely will see longevity in moisturization. I don't know if that's a word, but you'll definitely see a lot of longevity within the moisture of your lips. Even though we are all wearing masks, you should definitely pick this up. Don't want to be having crusty lips, like come on now. So highly recommend. You can get this at Shoppers. I believe it is on sale right now for about $8. I believe the original price is about $15, but it's highly recommended by me. I so stand by it, and literally it just like made my lips look so much better. Since we are on lips, I'm also going to talk about lip scrubs. This is so essential in the winter time, holy moly. If you're constantly just putting on lip chap, even if it's the one I just mentioned, if you're constantly putting it on like dead, dry skin on your lips, they're not really gonna become moisturized. So you wanna get rid of that dead skin. It's kind of like an exfoliant, but for your lips. This is by Milani. This is a rose sugar scrub. I really like it. You can get it at Rexall. I believe you can get it at Walmart. Anyone that carries Milani. Really like this guy. It even smells like roses. And I don't really like the smell of, I love roses, but I don't really like the smell of roses, or like rose products that smell like roses, because to me, they just smell like old lady-ish. But this one smells really nice. But it's just a nice little sugar scrub. You can just use it on your lips. And then once you get rid of that dead skin, then when you go to moisturize, you'll notice such a difference. And they make your lips a little bit more plump. So that's always nice as well. Highly recommend. I believe this retails for like $9.99. I believe it's just under the $10 price point. So amazing price, amazing results. You do not need to go and get one from Sephora for like $30. So now we are talking body, baby. I know a lot of people struggle with this one, especially if you have dry skin towards the winter time on your body. There are so many different types of lotions out there at like a decent price point, but I don't find the longevity in moisture in my skin. Like you'll put it on, you're like, okay, I'm moisturized. And then throughout the day, you'll notice that like your skin still looks ashy or it feels dry, or like if you happen to like scrape your hand or your nails or like brush up against something and like it leaves a mark, your skin is dry. So what I highly recommend is the CeraVe here. What's the name of this? Renewing SA Cream. Very nice. This is really thick, which I love, but it doesn't like stain your clothes or anything like that, or it doesn't have like a residue. It's like a really thick, chunky kind of cream, but you could just see like it's very hydrating. This lotion is really gonna help your skin prevent any like itching or flaking or anything like that. I've seen a huge difference personally. Highly recommend. It's also, I believe, fragrance free, so great for sensitive skin and very hydrating. So I highly recommend you pick this guy up. I like to put it on my hands, all over my body, and just be perfectly sealed and moisturized for the winter time. You can pick up the CeraVe at Walmart, at Shoppers, whatever works for you. Anything that's like kind of local that carries CeraVe will have this guy. Now we're talking visage. What I have been in love with lately, another CeraVe product. What I love about CeraVe is just like you get so much quantity at such a great price, and you're literally, it's like developed with dermatologists. It's very good for your skin. Very natural and sensitive, just like, oh, I love it. So this is the foaming facial cleanser for normal to oily skin. Restores moisture barrier with ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. And then it's like recommended for oil control as well. I really, really like this cleanser. First of all, it's huge. It's 562 milliliters, which is gonna last you probably like half a year, if not more. You will not have to buy a cleanser for like a very long time, which I love. It retails for $18 and it's just so foamy. Like, I love things that foam up and make the skin feel very clean, but not over stripping. Anyways, absolutely love, love, love this cleanser. Y'all already know I was not gonna leave out a serum. Yes, I found a lit drugstore serum, okay? If you struggle with dry skin, Neutrogena Hydro Boost, yo, this is fire. Like, I don't know what it is. It has hyaluronic acid. That's basically what you're buying. It's like a hyaluronic acid serum. I love it using it after my toner. It's so fire. Like, it's just like, it's so fire. Literally, you put it on right after your toner and it's just so hydrating. Like, you put it on, you're like, whoa, like, this feels expensive. So, I don't know, man. It's pretty lit. I'm just going to show you guys the consistency and stuff. But, like, look at that. I believe this resales for $15 if I'm not mistaken, and then you get 30 milliliters. It's a 30 milliliter serum. Really, really, really highly recommend. You can pick this up at your local shoppers as well as Walmart. I always highly recommend Walmart because their stuff tends to be cheaper, or Amazon, online as well. If you watched my last video, you already know what I'm going to be raving about next. If you're looking for a new moisturizer, I got you, and it's $6.97. This is by Nivea, the Nivea Essentials 24-Hour Moisture Boost. This is great because it is fragrance-free. This is so huge when drugstore products start to make fragrance-free products that actually work, because literally half the population or like more has sensitive skin. So there's a whole market and like a whole bunch of people that just like miss out on products because they're not fragrance free. So I am obsessed. It also has SPF 15 in it. I highly recommend still going in with another SPF, at least SPF 30, just because it is the most like protective. Even though it is in the winter, you should still be wearing SPF. Absolutely love this guy. This is so hydrating on the skin. Like, it's crazy, especially if you struggle with dry skin. Just fire. I find to use less during the day is a better idea just because it is a little bit heady under makeup. So if I use it during the day, like I do have it on right now, and it's still like my skin is just looks really hydrated and glowy. And at night is when I go on with like a lot. It's a little bit more of like a night cream, but your skin will eat it up if it is dry. You'll literally just love it. And it's $6.97. So you can pick that up at Walmart as well. Although this is a drugstore skincare haul, I did find one item that is just my ride or die right now. I've been using it for the last few weeks, and it is a little bit more on the pricier point, but you will not regret getting it. It's just one of those things that you kind of have to invest in your skincare, and you will see the results. Plus, if you're getting everything else that's at a lot more of a reasonable price point, at least you won't be over splurging. You'll just have like that one luxury item that's just kind of puts everything all together and makes everything perfect. So if you struggle with dry skin, what I highly, 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 highly recommend, this is the Laneige Hypoallergenic Cica, I believe, sleeping mask. It is fire. Like, especially if you also have like sensitive skin, like it's just so fire. If you struggle with dry skin, you want to make sure you are taking care of your skin at night. A lot of people neglect the nighttime routine and just focus during the day. Honestly, in my opinion, if anything, at night is even more important because it's when your skin is like marinating and doing the most work, just because it's not surrounded by like polluted air or like the air in general. It's like in a little bed and like all just like, I don't know, like marinating away. So you really want to make sure you're looking into a nighttime routine and putting something that's going to really like help and absorb your skin or any of your skin concerns the best at night, just because it's gonna like absorb it the best at night. that makes any sense. The Laneige nighttime mask is really gonna help you replenish and restore your skin like overnight. That's why it's meant to be used at the nighttime. What I really like about it is you just do a thin, like 2 layers on your skin after all your other products. Like this is gonna be like one of the last things that goes on. So you put on your toner, you put on your serum. If you have like a nighttime serum, you put on your serum. Then you're gonna go in with your moisturizer. Then you're gonna go in with the nighttime mask. And if you use an oil at night, you're gonna seal it in altogether. Your oil is always going to be last. But yeah, just make sure you go in with this product. It's so nice. It's so nourishing on the skin. I promise you, it is worth the price point. I believe this retails for $45 for 60 milliliters. So not the worst thing in the world. Also with this product, you're only supposed to use it 2 to 3 times a week. I try to limit mine to 2 times. The more you use a product more often, when it's only meant to be used a certain amount of times a week, the more your skin kind of gets used to it. Since this is a product that you only will be using about 2 to 3 times a week, I justify the price point because I know it's something that's going to be lasting me a long time. So I really like this. I highly recommend you pick this up, again, especially if you struggle with dry skin. You will notice a big difference in your skin when you wake up in the morning. Your skin is now getting hydrated with the products I previously mentioned, as well as at night with this mask. So you want to always make sure you're doing both, just to tie everything in together and make sure you're all hydrated and good to go. Last but definitely not the least is a face oil. You really want to make sure you're going with a face oil at the very end, just because you're sealing everything in. I do not use this oil during the day. I use it at night with my overnight mask, as well as like all my nighttime products, just because it's sealing everything in and it's a little bit on the heavier side. So a lit face oil that you can get for $6.97 is by The Ordinary. It's their organic rose hipseed oil. It's literally what it is. That's literally what you're buying. You're not buying any other ingredients. They're so fresh. They're an amazing price point. And I honestly just love the brand The Ordinary. There are a few other products that I use by them as well. Highly recommend if you're looking for an oil and if it's on a budget. So you're getting something that's essential. You're getting something that is efficient, as well as the great price point. Highly, highly recommend. But that ends today's video, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's bougie on a budget skincare routine. You guys can have great looking skin now on a budget. Everything will be linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you're not subscribed, why aren't you? What are you doing? Subscribe to my channel right now. And do not forget to follow me on the IG right here at Jayrawh, where I post tons of designer deals and styling content as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Love yous.